What up, reader fam? Today I'm going to be responding to assumptions about me. This is something that I've seen people do on their Instagram stories, and I've seen people bring it to YouTube, so I thought that I would do it today. I asked you guys on Instagram to send in assumptions about me, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at jessethereader, and I'm going to confirm or deny those assumptions today. So without further ado, let's get started. You'll make an assumptions video. No, I would never do that. Except here we are filming an assumptions video. You're an extremely emotional and possessive person. I am extremely emotional, but I am not possessive. In fact, I would say that I'm the opposite of possessive. But yes, your boy is emotional, maybe not extremely emotional, but emotional. I'm just a very sensitive boy, I can't help it. You're a neat freak. I am definitely not a neat freak. I wish that I could say I am Mr. Clean, but that ain't the case. I'm a messy freak. I mean, I try to maintain somewhat of a clean atmosphere, but it always just kind of blows up and ends up into this big old mess. I have this bad habit of just making piles everywhere. I have a pile of mail over here, a pile of books over there, a pile of clothes over there, a pile of notebooks over there. It's a little absurd, but apparently I just really like stacks. Stacks on stacks on stacks. In my mind, apparently things are better if they're piled on top of each other. You've never been outside the US. I have been actually. I've been to Brazil and I've been to China. Both were incredible experiences and I would love for the chance to get the heck out of the US again for a little bit. Next on my list is Japan. Like, I have to make it to Japan before I die. If anyone watching this lives in Japan and they have an extra room that I can stay in, hit me up. I'm kind of joking, but I'm also kind of not joking. You are a BTS stan. Heck, yes I am. And this is all kind of a new thing for me. Like, I'm just now really getting into K-pop. There for a while I was just a casual listener. I bopped to some of their bops every now and then, but I am now in full-on stan mode for some K-pop artists. I don't know how this even happened. I honestly never thought that I would fully fall into the K-pop hole, but one day I just tripped and fell and I can't get back out. But that's okay because the K-pop life is the life for me. Some of my favorite K-pop artists are BTS, obviously, the Kings, Blackpink. I love them so much. I want to marry Lisa, so if anybody's got any connections, hook a brother up. I love Triple H, Super Junior, and Red Velvet. You may or may not love Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This is not true at all. Like, I hate that series so much. I hate that series so much. I want to throw it into a fire and watch it burn. I want to climb the tallest building in the world and throw it off. I want to latch an anchor onto it and throw it into the ocean because that's how much I hate that series. Oh, that pained me so much to say that. I need to go grab the book and hug it. No, but obviously I am way too obsessed with the series to a point where when I asked for assumptions on my Instagram, y'all came through with the Miss Peregrine's assumptions. It's as if you guys are in on this Jesse the Reader loves Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children way too much joke. It breaks your heart when someone doesn't love Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Surprisingly, it doesn't break my heart. I feel like a few years back, I would have been so offended if people were like, that book is crap. But I'm honestly at a point in my life where if somebody doesn't like a favorite of mine, I'm okay with that. You do you, I'ma do me. It might not be for you, but it's for sure for me. You've been stung by a bee once in your life. Try twice, and both times were on the bottom of my foot. The first time I was playing a game of chase with my neighbors, having the time of my life, when that was quickly interrupted by a little sting on the bottom of my foot. The second time I was at recess and I had flip-flops on, and guess what happened when I was running around? I stepped on a dang bee and it stung the bottom of my foot. Those bees sure like to snap me out of having a good time. You collect enamel pins. I do. I even have an enamel pin holder because I'm a nerd. I love bookish enamel pins, but I also have a lot of random ones from just different places. Like every time I go to Disneyland or Disney World, I try to pick up an enamel pin from those places. You often buy books and then forget about them. I don't often forget about the books I've bought. There have been a few times where I've been like, I do not remember buying this. Or I'll be like, wonder where this one came from. But it's not like every time I go to my shelves, I'm like, where the heck did all these come from? If that were the case, then I'd for sure be aware of the fact that I do have a book buying problem. You drink way too much coffee. This is true. I have like 2 to 3 cups a day, which might not sound like a lot, but it is a lot. Too much, way too much. I should really start limiting myself to 1 cup a day, but I honestly don't know how to do that and it just sounds painful. Painful. 100% a cat person. I love a good cat, but I'm 100% a dog person. Don't hate me, don't at me. I just grew up around dogs, so I feel like that's a big part as to why I am a dog person. But like I said, if I see a cat, I'll pet it unless it comes at me. I've had cats attack me in the past and it's not the greatest. It's clickbait story time. A cat almost killed me. Once upon a time, I went to get the mail. I was minding my own business, having the best day of my life, and this cat followed me inside. And when I tried to get it back outside, it turned into a demon and clawed me with its claws. I mean, it didn't really turn into a demon, but you're supposed to over-exaggerate in these story time videos, aren't you? The cat did claw my face with its claws, though. You prefer books over movies. Yes, I do. In fact, I prefer books over a lot of things. Video games? Nah, books. Movies? Nah, books. TV? Nah, books. The only thing that I feel like is on an equal playing field with books for me is music. You like pineapple on pizza. I do, and I honestly don't get the hate surrounding this. It's delicious. The sweetness of the pineapple mixed with the tomato sauce and the cheese. It's so good. You gave up on the Red Queen series. Did I? No, I didn't. It's just taking me a million years to read the third book because I'm finding it hecka boring. Honestly, nothing is happening in it, so every time I pick it up, I'm just like, okay, when is something gonna happen? When is it gonna get exciting? So I've just set it aside for the time being and hopefully I'll get to it soon. But I don't know when soon will be. You talk to yourself when you're alone. Yo, what's up? How's it going? I do this all the time. In fact, technically right now I am just talking to myself. Like I know that I'm talking to you guys, you who are watching this video, but realistically, I am alone in my room talking to a camera. I honestly don't like recognizing the fact that I'm alone in my room talking to a camera. I much prefer keeping it in my mind that I'm actually talking to someone right now because that's what it feels like. Even though I'm literally talking to a camera right now, I hate this awareness right now. I'm just gonna keep acting like the camera is a person. You always have a book with you wherever you go. Indeed, I always have a physical book with me or I have a digital book on my phone, whether that be from my Kindle app or my Audible app. Books bring me comfort, so why wouldn't I want to have one with me at all times? You enjoy reading horoscopes. I actually do, even though I don't really believe in them. Not to knock people who do believe in them, like if you do, that's fine, you do you. I find them really fun to read, but every time I read them, I'm just like, this is really vague. I feel like anybody could read any of the horoscopes and be like, yeah, this applies to my life. You don't like playing video games. I actually do really like playing video games. I just don't prioritize them in my life. Like I always prioritize reading over everything in my life. I wish I had more time in a day because I would make more time for playing video games. I cannot say the word regularly. You regularly go to church. The word sounds so weird right now. You regularly go to church. You regularly go to church. You get what I'm saying. I mean, I try to go every Sunday, but that doesn't always happen because sometimes I oversleep because your boy is a night owl, so I stay up super hecka late into the night, and sometimes I just sleep past church time. I definitely always enjoy it when I go because I feel like it refreshes me, but I don't have the greatest attendance, I will admit that. You're a good friend. I do pride myself on being a good friend, but that doesn't mean I am one. You'll have to ask some of my friends. But I do feel like I'm a ride or die kind of person. Like once we hit that connection level of deep friendship, I will be there for you through thick and thin. You're a procrastinator. I used to be the biggest procrastinator, especially in school, but I'm not about that life anymore. In fact, that stresses me out to procrastinate. If I end up procrastinating, I lose my mind with stress. And I prefer not to do that to myself. You have a girlfriend. I did, but we broke up back in June, so Isabel Lightwood, if you're out there, hit me up, girl. Even though I don't think you're single, Akko Taco. You're really quiet when you meet people, but you open up when you talk to them. This pretty much sums me up. I'm usually pretty guarded when I first meet people, just because I've been really trusting in the past, and then people show me their true colors, and I don't like what I see. So for me, it's just kind of instinct to be really closed off to people that I don't know really well. But the more we talk, the more I'll unravel and kind of let you in. You hate real life drama. I really, really do. It always seems to stim. Ugh. You had one job. Spit out the words and spit them out correctly. Seems to stem from something so small that was blown up into something so unnecessarily big. And I just can't stand that. Like, I'm not here for that. So those are all the assumptions that I'm going to be tackling today. This was really fun. It was really interesting to see kind of the things that you guys assumed about me. Hopefully this video let you guys get to know me a little bit more. Let's see. I'm just going to put out a random assumption about you guys and you can confirm or deny it down below in the comments. You hate deckled edges. I personally love them, but let me know down below in the comments. Is this a true assumption or is it a false assumption? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos frequently on this channel, so if you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and click the little bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. What up, reader fam? Oh, that was intense. Teams to Stim. My reaction when I see my reflection in the mirror.